It was February 23, 2023 when Outer Banks dropped its highly expected third season on Netflix and dominated the pop culture for weeks afterward. Since then, as fans, we have been desperately waiting for season 4 to bless the platform. Thankfully, according to recent updates, the long wait is over as an official release date has been announced, alongside the brand new set of cast members as well as a juicy plot. So without further ado, let's dive in. When I said Outer Banks dominated pop culture for weeks, I did not exaggerate. Especially the second season of the show was a huge phenomenon that solidified Outer Banks' future on Netflix. The season dominated the global Netflix top 10 English TV list for 4 consecutive weeks and remained in the top 10 for 6 weeks and reached the top 10 in 74 countries. Season 4 unfortunately was not as successful, but still it managed to attract more than 154 million Netflix users in its first week alone. Knowing how many shows there are on Netflix, this is a huge success, so it is not very shocking to see that Outer Banks gets the renewal for each season immediately after the release of the previous one. For season 4, we got the initial confirmation back in February 2023. Since then, there have been updates on the show's production, though they were quite slow. Initially, the filming was set to begin on May 2023, however, it had to be postponed to June. Regrettably, right after the filming kicked off, it had to take a long break due to the strikes in Hollywood. Fast forward to June 2024 and the filming is finally completed. Can you believe that it took an entire year to film a single season of Outer Banks? I'm still baffled by how many factors can impact the filming schedule of a show. Plus, there's the fact that they filmed some parts of the season in Morocco, which adds to the complications regarding filming. Anyway, 2 months after the filming wrapped up, an official release date announcement came from Netflix, dropping a teaser for season 4 titled Kildare County Surf Shop Commercial. The platform confirmed that the new season would be out in fall 2024. So we have basically a month or so left to embrace the 4th installment of Outer Banks. This is so exciting.
At the Kildare County Surf Shop, we treat our customers like they're gold.
I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's a rumor going around about the Outer Banks release date. People speculate that Netflix will divide the season into 2 like it has been doing with many of its shows recently, and that the first part will drop in October and the second in November. If this is really the case, then a teaser trailer should be out quite soon. As far as the plot is concerned, there's a lot to expect from the new season. But first, let's remember what took place in the 3rd season and how it can shape the events of the 4th one. One of the biggest twists of season 3 was the return of John B's father, Big John, who is presumed dead. His return was a game changer, especially for John B, who had to navigate his complicated feelings about his father and their shared obsession with the treasure. Sarah and John B's relationship was put to the test throughout the season. Sarah's complicated feelings for Topper resurfaced, leading to tension between her and John B. Their relationship went through a roller coaster of emotions, but in the end, they seemed to come out stronger. Interestingly, Ward Cameron, Sarah's father, who has been the main antagonist throughout the series, showed signs of redemption in season 3. In fact, in a dramatic turn of events, Ward sacrificed himself to save Sarah during a confrontation with Carlos Seng, leading to his death. Season 3 also shifted focus from the Gold Cross to the legendary city of El Dorado. The Pogues, led by Big John, embarked on a dangerous journey to find this mythical city, with the sinister Carlos Seng hot on their heels, where they lost Ward and Big John. Personally though, I was most excited to finally see sparks between Kiara and JJ. I was rooting for them for the longest time, so it's been great to see them as a couple at the end of the season. What were you most excited about to see in the 3rd season of Outer Banks? Let me know in the comments. Now, onto what we can expect from the 4th season. You may remember that season 3 ended with a time jump showing the Pogues back home, celebrated as local heroes. But their treasure hunting days did not seem over yet, as a mysterious man presented them with an 18th century captain's log hinting at a new adventure involving Blackbeard's treasure. And I believe this adventure will dominate season 4. But as the show's creators have hinted, we should expect the unexpected from this season. Josh Pate even mentioned that season 4 won't be your typical Blackbeard story. with some interviews teasing that the series might take a wild turn, possibly even heading into Fast and Furious territory. What do you think this means for the future of the show? Can't wait to hear your thoughts about it. Apart from this new adventure, I expect to see more focus on the Pogues' personal lives now that they're back home. I'm particularly curious about the newest member of the Pogues, Cleo, who has a mysterious past that hasn't been fully explored yet. Plus, of course, we will see new villains other than Carlos Singh, and I'm curious about who can be more infuriating and dangerous than him. Perhaps the newly announced cast members and their respective characters might give some clues on the events of Season 4. Brianna Brown will star in the series as Hollis Robinson, who will be the top realtor on the island who previously struck a successful deal with Ward Cameron. She now has her sights set on Rafe for a new venture. J. Anthony Crane will star as Chandler Groff, a man deeply grieving the loss of his wife but still welcoming the Pogues on their latest adventure. Pollyanna McIntosh will star as Dahlia, a revolutionary leader and a worldly baddie on a plunder who crosses paths with the Pogues. Mia Chalice will be there as Ruthie, a wild child with a toxic streak who forms a close relationship with Topper. Last but not least, Rigo Sanchez will portray the character of Lightner, who is a formidable stranger with a piratical edge who will challenge the Pogues. The last one screams new villain energy to me, but what do you think? We also know that Dedrick Jones will return as Dante and Connor Alexandra will reprise his role as Deputy Benton. Another exciting news is that we have the titles of all 10 episodes of Season 4, though they are not in the correct order. We know that the first episode will be titled Blackbeard, the rest will be named Albatross. I know Swifties who are also Outer Banks fans got excited when they heard that one. Jokes aside, an albatross is often seen as an omen. Some also believe that it brings mystery and fortune to whoever travels on the sea. The other episodes are titled Decision Day, Mothers and Fathers, The Blue Crown, The Enduro, which is especially interesting because I did tell you this season could have a Fast and Furious vibe because Enduro is basically a race usually done with motorcycles. Another episode is titled The Lupin Corsairs, which could refer to a new adversary group. Lupin refers to wolves and Corsairs were pirate ships. That's a good name, to be honest. The remaining episodes are The Storm, The Swell, and The Town Council. I think the last one means that the group will face not only other treasure hunters but also local authorities. To me, overall, these names suggest a couple of very intimate episodes with a deep dive into the personal struggles of our characters, as well as a bunch of new locations and travels that will excite us. What do they suggest to you? Can you guess the main theme of each episode already? If you are interested in more content about another Netflix show, watch this video.